In the vast untamed wilderness of the last frontier, there lies an enigma, a region shrouded in mystery and whispered tales of disappearances. Welcome to the Alaska Triangle, a sprawling expanse of rugged mountains, dense forests, and icy glaciers that has captivated the human imagination for decades. This area, loosely defined by the points of Juneau, Anchorage, and Utqiagvik, formerly known as Barrow, is a place of breathtaking beauty, but also one where the unexplained seems to happen with startling frequency. Unlike its more famous counterpart, the Bermuda Triangle, the Alaska Triangle's reputation is built not just on maritime lore but on very real, documented cases of missing persons and aircraft. Since 1988, it's estimated that over 16,000 people have vanished within this region. While many of these cases can be attributed to the state's harsh and unforgiving environment, a significant number remain unsolved, leaving behind questions that echo through the silent snow-covered valleys. The story of the Alaska Triangle is deeply intertwined with the history of aviation in the state. Alaska, with its immense size and limited road system, relies heavily on air travel. Small planes are as common as cars, serving as lifelines for remote communities, but this reliance comes with inherent risks. The weather can turn in an instant, with sudden blizzards, dense fog, and violent winds creating treacherous conditions for even the most experienced pilots. One of the most famous incidents associated with the Alaska Triangle is the disappearance of a military aircraft in 1950. A C-54 Skymaster carrying 44 service members was en route to Great Falls, Montana from Anchorage. The last radio contact was made just 2 hours into its flight. Despite one of the largest search and rescue operations in U.S. military history, no trace of the plane or its passengers was ever found. Not a single piece of wreckage, not a distress signal. It was as if the aircraft and everyone on board simply vanished from the sky. Then there's the case of Hale Boggs, the House Majority Leader, whose plane disappeared in 1972. He was flying with Congressman Nick Begich from Anchorage to Juneau. The weather was poor, but the flight was considered routine. The plane, a twin-engine Cessna 310, never arrived. A massive search effort was launched, involving the Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force, and civilian volunteers. For 39 days, they scoured a vast area but found nothing. The official investigation concluded that the plane likely crashed, but without any evidence. The true fate of Boggs and his companions remains a mystery. These high-profile cases are just the tip of the iceberg. Countless smaller planes and individuals have disappeared without a trace. Hikers venture into the wilderness and are never seen again. Locals tell stories of strange lights in the sky, of aircraft behaving erratically before they disappear from radar. The sheer number of these incidents is what gives the Alaska Triangle its chilling reputation. So, what could be behind these disappearances? Skeptics and experts point to a combination of logical, albeit dangerous, factors. Alaska's geography is a primary culprit. The landscape is dominated by colossal mountain ranges, deep crevasses, and vast uninhabited forests. If a plane goes down in such terrain, finding the wreckage can be nearly impossible. The heavy snowfall can bury debris within hours, hiding it for decades or even forever. Another significant factor is the unpredictable and extreme weather. Conditions can shift from clear skies to a full-blown whiteout in minutes. Pilots can become disoriented. Their instruments can fail in the freezing temperatures, and strong downdrafts known as will-o'-wars can literally pluck planes from the air and dash them against a mountainside. Beyond the natural explanations, there are more speculative theories that venture into the realm of the paranormal. One of the most intriguing involves the concept of evil fogs or strange, disorienting mists described in the legends of the local Tlingit and Tsimshian peoples. These stories speak of a malevolent, shape-shifting creature called the Kushtaka, or land otter man, which is said to lure lost travelers to their doom by mimicking the cries of a baby or a woman. According to lore, these creatures steal a person's soul, turning them into a Kushtaka themselves. While these are ancient legends, some wonder if they are a folk explanation for a very real and dangerous phenomenon. Another popular theory centers on energy vortexes. Some researchers propose that the Alaska Triangle, much like the Bermuda Triangle, sits on powerful ley lines of telluric energy that crisscross the globe. These vortexes are believed to create electromagnetic anomalies that can interfere with navigational equipment, cause instruments to go haywire, and even affect human perception. Pilots have reported compasses spinning wildly and electronic systems failing for no apparent reason in the region. Could these energy fields be responsible for pulling planes from the sky or causing pilots to become hopelessly lost? The idea of UFOs and alien abduction has also been linked to the triangle. In 1986, a Japan Airlines cargo flight reported a terrifying encounter over Alaska. The crew described being followed for nearly an hour by 3 unidentified objects. The largest was described as being twice the size of an aircraft carrier. The objects appeared on both the plane's and ground control's radar, performing maneuvers that defied the known laws of physics before vanishing. While no one disappeared in this incident, it fueled speculation that extraterrestrial activity might be a factor in other, less fortunate encounters within the triangle. One of the strangest cases is that of a small Cessna that vanished in 2013 with a pilot and 3 passengers. The search was extensive, but again, nothing was found. What makes this case particularly eerie is that the plane's emergency locator beacon was activated, but the signal was strange. It didn't transmit a steady signal from a single location as it should have. Instead, it seemed to move, jumping from one mountain peak to another before it finally went silent. Rescuers were baffled. It was as if the wreckage itself was being moved around the wilderness. The reality of the Alaska Triangle is likely a complex tapestry woven from both fact and folklore. The undeniable dangers of the Alaskan wilderness, its vastness, its severe weather, its challenging terrain are almost certainly responsible for the majority of these incidents. The state has one of the highest rates of missing persons in the United States, a statistic that reflects the inherent risks of living and traveling in such a remote and unforgiving environment. A small mistake, a sudden change in weather, or a mechanical failure can quickly lead to disaster with little hope of rescue or recovery. However, the sheer volume of unexplained cases and the eerie consistency of the stories leave room for wonder. The tales of strange lights, electromagnetic disturbances, and the chilling silence that follows a disappearance continue to fuel speculation. Are there forces at play in the Alaska Triangle that we don't yet understand? Are they geological, atmospheric, or something else entirely? The native legends, often dismissed as superstition, may hold a kernel of truth, a cultural memory of real dangers expressed through the language of myth. Perhaps the evil fogs are a poetic description of sudden, disorienting weather phenomena unique to the region, or perhaps they hint at something more. Ultimately, the Alaska Triangle is a testament to the power of nature and the enduring mystery of the unknown. It reminds us that despite all our technology and our understanding of the world, there are still places on this earth that are truly wild. Places where the line between the known and the unknown blurs. The stories of the lost serve as a somber warning, a reminder of the respect this beautiful but brutal landscape demands. For the families of the missing, the Triangle holds a painful void, a lack of closure that is perhaps the most haunting aspect of all. And for the rest of us, it remains a captivating puzzle, a corner of the world where the veil seems thin and anything feels possible. The silent peaks and empty skies of Alaska keep their secrets well, leaving us to look up and wonder. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of the Alaska Triangle. If you found this exploration interesting, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more journeys into the world's greatest mysteries. Stay curious and stay safe.